Namaste and greetings, my beautiful souls. As I promised, I was planning to do it yesterday, but lots of things were happening. So, as I promised, I really, really wanted to do this reading with the Osho Zen deck. It's a very serious deck. So I am going to do this question. What was this man in my life? Like, really, like, I want the answer with Osho Zen deck. What was this man, whoever this man is, what was this man in my life? What am I, what was he lesson, what message it was, what lesson it was, what this man was. If I am not wrong, I have done already the reading what was you in his life, but I think it was a long time ago, so maybe we will do also one for him. But what was this man for you, even if it was a day ago or if it was 60 years ago? I want this card, I'm holding it upside down, to show us, because there's such deep messages coming of with this deck. So let us go, let us do the reading, asking the spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the guides, the keepers, the guardians, to give us the answers to our questions. To my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart. Please choose set of cards out of 3. Choose number 1, number 2, number 3. If you want to ask about more than one man, then you can do a set of card number 1, give it a name, set of card number 2, give it a name, set of card number 3, give it a name of a third man, however you want to do it. So what was this man in my life? Set of card number 1, card number 1, card number 2, the messages. What was this man in my life? Set of card number 2, 1 and 2. What, who, why was this man in my life? Card number 1, card number 2. So there are three sets of cards. 3 sets of cards, and you need to choose one, and we're just gonna go straight to it. We are going to do the set of card number 1. Who was this man in my life? First card and second card. So just like I had done it before, we are going to read each of them and then them together. And actually it was like this. And the first card was the card which is number 3, celebration. Of course, if you know the classical deck, it would remind you 3 of cups, 3 women dancing. There is this wind and leaves and flower petals are around them. He came, probably this is how you've met, this is how he came into your life. Sometimes it's literally could be a celebration of something. Maybe you met him at the wedding, maybe you met them at the concert, maybe you met them in a restaurant, maybe met them while traveling and music was playing. So he pretty much bursts into your life unexpectedly. It wasn't something you expected, and this is how it happened. But also the first lesson, and it could be different ways how you've learned this lesson, different ways, because sometimes for us to learn to be happy, we don't need a special occasion for that. This is how he came into your life. Then what followed, we're not going how your love story was developing. Maybe it was happy, very very happy, just like in my book. Maybe after that it was sad, and then it through a lot of bitterness, through a lot of sadness. You needed to learn the celebrate card, because we're really asking what lesson, what this man was in your life, why he came into your life. And you see the three of the celebration, these three women. It's the meaning of this card that you need to, either you already done it, or you need to learn, you need to learn to be open to many opportunities in life which give you the reason to celebrate, like celebrate the wind, celebrate the snow, celebrate a cup of coffee. Take a moment to celebrate yourself, take a moment to enjoy. Celebration card is telling you that the temple, the sacred temple, is inside of you. And you need to look at life. You don't have to avoid sadness, because but you need not to dwell in it, because sometimes you're looking around you, you see life around you, and you might see sadness everywhere. But if you look at nature, because we see trees here, you would not, I don't think you would see a sad tree, or depressed rose, or the natural things. I don't think that you can see a bird which has panic attacks or anxiety disorder, or an animal which would have all kinds of issues with life. So no life is not like no life is like that. So only us human beings, we can take wrong turns. Only we can go wrong ways. And strange thing that sometimes we take this wrong ways while we consider ourselves rather wise and clever. So sometimes what happened is this man taught you to be too careful. You had learned to be very careful, and even you are even a little bit afraid of your own joy. When you're full of joy, you're dancing in the rain, you might feel guilty, or you shut your heart for any joy because you are afraid of joy, because you are afraid that after joy will come the sadness. Don't be too wise, don't be too careful. You are already too wise and too careful, and you closed yourself for joy. Of course, don't go to the extreme. Please understand that a little bit of foolishness and dancing in the rain is good, is wonderful. You have the right for that. So the first card gives us such answer, that probably through sadness and bitterness, this is the first thing the experience with this man had come to teach you. Now the next card, trust. This is a figure of, we can't say it's a man or a woman, but I believe it's a woman, and it's you. And she's flying. She probably jumped from somewhere, but you don't see no ropes, no cords attached to her. We don't see, any safety nets. We don't see anything like this. So absolute trust. Absolute trust with no reservation, with nothing to catch you out there. In classical deck, this is a King of Cup. There is tremendous sense of exhalation if you can take the jump and move into the unknown. And you are too wise and too careful. And this is what you need to learn from this experience. If the idea scares you really badly, still it has to be done. When we take trust to the level of the so-called quantum transition, quantum leap, we don't make any preparation, we just go. You don't say, okay, I trust this, okay, I know that, I know what to do. No, you just jump. You just jump without thinking what happens next. So what he came to teach you is, yes, he taught you through bitterness and pain a lot of wisdom. Be careful, be wise, but at the same time, don't waste your life for that which is going to be taken away. You need to trust life. You need to trust life. If you trust, only then can you drop your knowledge. Only then can you put your mind aside. And with trust, something huge can open up to you. Then this life is no longer ordinary life, and you don't want ordinary life. You want extraordinary life. Extraordinary, not life full of adventures, full of life, full of overflowing joy. When the heart is innocent and the wall have disappeared, you are bridged with infinity. You cannot be deceived in such level of trust. It's the same as to be in the flow. There is nothing that can be stolen away from you or taken away from you. That which can be taken away from you is not worth keeping. And that which cannot be taken away from you will stay with you. So, just you are your truest, biggest treasure, and you always will have you. But if you keep on being afraid and extra careful, life can pass you by. It needs to stop now. These are the first two cards. What he came for into your life. Each one of you have your own story, so I am sure you understand each of this message in your own way, which has to be understood, how it has to be understood only by you. Beyond illusion and slowing down. All right, so I will first explain the major arcana. Well, actually, we will start with major arcana, a beyond illusion card. Of course, butterflies always had been the symbol of transformation, and behind the butterfly is the face of consciousness, looking inside, looking inward to what is eternal. Now the space between two eyes has opened, you see here, revealing the lotus of spiritual unfoldment, and the rising sun, that's awareness. So that man really is from the same spirit group. He really made you look inward. Really, this is the first meaning, the first message we get here. To look within, to look within. When we focus on externals, we too often get caught in judgment, in illusion. That is good and this is bad. Unfortunately, more bad than good. So you need to drop your opinionated mind and move inside. This is the only distinction between the dream and the real. Reality allows you to doubt, and the dream does not allow you to doubt. Okay? Ability to doubt is one of the greatest blessings to humanity. The religions have been enemies because they have been cutting the very roots of doubt. And there is a reason why they have been doing that, because they wanted people to believe in certain illusions that they have been preaching. But we have great light warriors. We have such people as Siddhartha Gautama or Buddha. And Siddhartha Gautama being so insistent that the whole existence, except your witness and self, except your own awareness, is just ephemeral, made of the same stuff as dreams are made of. They are not saying that these trees are not there. They are not saying that this, clouds, pillars are not there. Don't misunderstand this concept because of the word illusion. But it has been translated as illusion, but illusion is not the right word actually. Illusion doesn't exist. This is concept of Maya. Maya, or illusion of our reality. Maya is just in between. It kind of almost exists. As far as day-to-day activities, those are, you can take them seriously, but don't take them too seriously. Your enlightenment is only truth and sense. So you need to look beyond illusion into the core of the things, to look inward, to see your deepest truth. Your deepest truth you already know, but need to remember. He really is transformational power in your life. And the next one we have slowing down. This beautiful turtle. Quite similar to the meaning. The picture, the depiction here. Slowing down, when you meditate or you just stop and close your eyes for a moment, this is already a medicine. Meditation is a kind of medicine. It is a really magical experience. Once you know the quality of it, why, once you understand why, then you simply can do it anywhere and any moment of quietness you have. What is the quality of life? Watchfully alert, joyously, unmotivated, centered, loving, flowing. You see, it's being alert, but being a calm watcher of what you see. Slowing down, stop running after something or someone. Sit under the tree, or I don't know, on your balcony, in your patio. Breathe in some fresh air. Each moment you have to be at ease with yourself, not trying too hard to bring yourself to the next level, not cultivating anything. Just be calm, be silent, and be unmoving for a moment. Try to feel at ease. Both of this card are having this energy of calm, of calmness and looking within. So rest is a big necessary thing, not only for body, but for a mind and soul. He came as a tornado, and you were probably doing too much. You were just doing, learning things here and there. You were very tough on yourself. He could be a very positive experience or a very negative experience, but experience which forced you to understand this two simple truths about yourself. This is the message about these two cards. And the last two cards, what was this man, why he came, what you needed to learn. The first card and the card of silence. Somehow I feel I want to start with a card of silence, because I always have a very deep connection with the moon, which is, this experience can be very turning, life turning. So this man came, and all of you has taken a new turn. Silence. The energy of your whole has taken possession of you. You are possessed, you are no more, but the whole is. This moment, as the silence penetrates in you, you can understand the huge significance of it, because it is the same silence than Buddha experienced. It is the same silence than we all learn through many years. Time changes, the world goes on changing, but the experience of silence remains the same. This is the only thing you can rely upon, the only thing that never dies. It is the only thing that you can call your very being. Silence. Star feels night. The moon is full. The face in the sky. The goddess of the night brings you peace and understanding through the storm. Probably it was very deep feelings and emotions, and after that followed his silence. And first it terrified and scared you, and then it brought you peace and understanding. It will be easy for you to rest inside. It would be easy for you to plumb the depth of your own inner silence to the point where it meets the silence of the universe, the eternity. There is nothing to do about this man. There is nothing you must do, run after, try to hold. It's all about your inner silence. Yes, it was uncomfortable, painful moments, but never mind it. It doesn't matter anymore. Now it is the time to come home to yourself. The understanding and insights that come to you in these moments of silence will be very meaningful later. You understand now, but you will understand more with time. And the second card we have is the card Guidance, number 3. I love angels, I always did. I have a collection of them. You see this, I'll try to put it closer, angelic figure with rainbow colored wings on this card. This is the sign of a guide, and this guide is not even outside of you. This guide is within you. It's in you. And you feel now that you have to look for guidance because you don't know your guide, your inner guide is already there with you. You feel alone sometimes, but please don't, because your guide is hidden inside you. You just have to remember that you have him. You have to find the inner guide. And that's what I call your witness. That's what I call your dharma. That's what I call your inner Buddha. You have been awakened. That Buddha had been awakened in you by this experience with this man. And very soon your life will be so enriched with blessings, with all beautiful things. Just remember that you have that guide. Your life will become so radiant, so beautiful, with goods, with abundance, with good health, with good relationship with people you can't even imagine. It's almost like light. Right now, it might feel that your room is dark, but just allow that inner guide in you shine. You see, even small candle will make enough light in a dark room to see. Even a small candle can make darkness disappear. And you have that candle. And once you have that candle, you know where the door is. That's what I always talk about me. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think like, is there a door? Where is the door? You have eyes, you have light, and you know where the door is. You just get up and walk to it. So I don't think this was an easy moon and silence. Transformation is very harsh, but now you know all you have to do is know and remember that you have guidance. Just let it shine and show you the way, and you will see absolutely beautiful things in life. This is all, my beautiful queens, for this readings. For this reading, kings, if any, I am wishing you all the best, and we'll talk to you later. Namaste.